Welcome back to WeatherBug here on this Monday. Meteorologist Todd Nelson with a look at your national coast-to-coast forecast. Hope you're doing all right. Of course, big story here today is the upper Midwest snowstorm. We already have schools closed in many areas and potentially even into tomorrow, but for good reason. It's going to be a snowy one and jumping headfirst into winter here over the next several days. Veterans Day outlook and then turning much colder, as I mentioned, in many areas here through the week. So there's that storm system. Quickly rolls up into Ontario, but on the northwestern flank of this, some pretty decent moisture. It's a fairly narrow swath, but temperatures cold enough for some decent snowfall. We've got a little bit of rain near the coastal bend of Texas, and then also some pretty decent moisture in the Pacific, trying to roll up into the west coast here, Northern California and Oregon by midweek here. All right, so let's get back to that snowfall potential. This purple color is about 6 inches, and then the darker purple is getting up into the double-digit criteria, nearly 1.5 feet, once you get into some of these pinks and reds, which should go from about northern Wisconsin into the UP Michigan. So it's a huge event, really, for mid-November. Is it all that rare to see snow events like this? No. Of course, no, big storm systems happen in November. You go back to 1940, the Armistice Day blizzard. It's a really interesting event to check out. Actually, a lot of hunters lost their lives in 1940 on that Armistice Day blizzard. But again, it happens. But the cold air to follow is going to be one thing that we're going to be more concerned with, because it'll feel more like December and January as this cold air mass sags south of the international border, and it's going to be with us for much of the work week and into this upcoming weekend in the eastern part of the country. So daytime highs today will be as much as 40 degrees colder than average in Billings, as we are there in the single digits only for daytime highs tomorrow.